This is the 4th episode of our Mizo house renovation project. We've got a really exciting episode coming up. My dad has come into Mizoram and he's going to be helping with the project. He's a very talented, skilled carpenter and builder, so he's already seen the project. He's already got some really cool ideas, so we're going to share those with you. As you can see, work's going ahead like a bullet train at the moment. Like, they're doing all the slats in front of the house, so we thought we'd come out the front and get that footage, get that shot for you. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to this video. If you subscribe, you'll be able to see every future video that's coming up, which is going to be really exciting. We're really pumped and stoked about all the stuff that's going to be happening this week. So yeah, stay tuned and let's get into it.
We're at New Capital Revenue Office.
And one of the cool things about where we are, or where the house is rather, is that there's a road that now connects to the house, right? So from New Capital down the valley and back up. So we're about to go check that out, aren't we?
Yeah.
See how quick it is to get from there to there. It's Thursday morning and we're here on site. Look who I've brought. This is my dad. Say hi.
Hi guys.
Yeah, so my dad's name is Rajat. He's come to have a look at the house and give some ideas, some inspiration. What do you reckon about the house so far?
I love the spot. I reckon you've got a great little house.
Yeah, how about the view?
The view's great.
Yeah.
There's nice buildings over here, the trees, the green.
So we've got a few problems that need a creative solution. One of the problems is the gaps in the floorboards, right? So these floorboards were laying about 40 years ago, and you know, at the time, fantastic, right? But I think these days we probably want to, you know, especially considering that we have a downstairs as well, we want to fill up those gaps so stuff's not falling down through there. So yeah, I don't know, you've had an idea to solve that problem, haven't you?
We could get the sawdust the same colour, mix it with some glue, put a gal here, mix it with glue and put that into...
So it's basically like a sawdust glue mix, and then you basically put it in, and then you try to match the colour as much as possible, and then once it's set, we go over, we sand it, and then it becomes kind of a homogeneous plane, which will be good.
Can you get floor sander here?
I think we can get a floor sander here. If you know anyone who has a floor sander, let us know down in the comments because we'll definitely need that. The other thing we discussed is, you'll notice if you just turn around here, we've opened up all of these wall panels here so we can put in glass and windows. But over here, we've left one. And the reason why we've left one is so we can put some bracing in it, and that's going to help the house be more structurally sound in this direction. So that's really important. So we're going to leave that there and put bracing there. And then also with the ceiling, we need to come up with a creative solution, which we haven't really come up with, have we, Dad?
No, we need to go and look around the markets and see if we can find what's available.
Yeah, so we're going to go for a little adventure, see what's available in terms of materials, in terms of timber, and
Budget.
And yeah, exactly, and trying to keep things in a tight budget as well.
Some strips like this, and we're going to nail them from underneath, just so to cover this gap up.
Yeah, so we need to cover these gaps from this side with some sort of strip before we put the glue in, so it sets without dripping through. And then once it's dry, we still don't want it to crack through either.
Yeah, so when it cracks, it won't fall out. Of course, the wood's always moving like this. Anything you put in is going to crack.
Exactly.
So you want to stop that falling out.
Yep.
Đuôi làm con
Okay, so the job here today is to level the floor, and because earlier, as you could see in the previous video, the chairs could slide this way. So they're going to level the floor today, and then we bought more of these slats, this 4x4, and they're going to smooth that out and put more varnish, and then we'll put it over here if possible today. Or we might just leave this one a little bit because you know there's so many rocks and we don't want them to hit the floor. See, there's already a crack from throwing the rocks, so
but we got more to do on the other side.
Yeah, so we might just do it on the left side or the other side.
And we're also wondering whether we should put steps on the other side, right?
Yeah, I think we should put the steps on the other side, but we'll do that slowly.
Yeah. Who's going to be doing the steps?
Who's going to be doing the steps?
Also, we're expecting windows to come in Wednesday, aren't we? Tuesday. Oh, that's even better. So we might as well see if we can get like the glass in as well, and then the windows, and then like have that front section complete. So that's going to look really good from the outside. There's a little bit more roof that needs painting.
Yeah.
On the front
so
side.
I think we'll get the windows on Tuesday afternoon, and then we can put it by Wednesday. So hopefully by Thursday it's all done.
Yeah.
But majority. So I'm thinking what I'll do is in the meantime, you know how there is a window and then a glass.
Yep.
I might just tell them to do the glass section.
Okay.
For now.
Yep.
That way, because the windows won't take too long to put it in.
Exactly. So this is where we're getting the slats for the walls. As you can see, he's scribing a line so he knows where to cut to create the slats. We're getting 16 out of this 4x4. Over here you can see an example of when they're cut. And yeah, we just need a few more to like finish the wall to complete it. So we're getting these done again. Once again, these are rejected columns. So actually it looks like we're only getting 12 out of each one. I'm just like looking at how many we're getting. So we're getting 12 out of each one. And then he takes them through the big saw here. Boom, boom, boom. And then we got slats, fresh slats. We take them back, sand them up, give them a varnish, slap them on the walls. Bob's your uncle. Hey, Inge.
Sapperbul.
So what we've talked about is today they're going to do the bracing, right? The zigzag, so that the wind doesn't, you know, blow down the house or something.
Yeah, the diagonal bracing.
Yes, and then on the window, so there are windows, right? Which is normal, you can just fit the windows, but then there are glass, just for the glass, right? So on the glass they're going to put a bit of timber, so that the glass don't fall down. Like they're going to make like a temporary frame.
What's it called? The strip of timber?
Yeah, the strip of timber.
Beading
Yeah.
around the grill.
So they're going to make that, and then they're going to do it a little, like they're going to do things a little bit loose because it's a timber house, right? They said especially in Mizoram with the rain and everything, the timber can get whole, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to put space for that. Otherwise, they said if it's too tight, then it's going to crack. The glass will crack. So they're going to put a bit of that space, and they're going to do that tomorrow. So they'll do the frame. Today they'll do the level, and then the bracing, and then they're going to work on getting some timber cut again, and then tomorrow is Saturday, right?
Tomorrow Saturday, yes.
Yeah. So tomorrow they'll work on that little frame for the glass.
The beading.
The beading, yeah. They will put the frame in. When the window frame arrives, they'll put that in, and then the door will arrive at the same time. And that's about it.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about the door. Yeah. So we've actually increased the height of the door, haven't we?
Yeah, so from 6 feet to 7 feet.
Yep. And that's so I don't bump my head on it when I come in.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the retaining wall's 90% done. On the far side over there, it's gone all the way up to the floorboards, and now the floorboards are sitting on that retaining wall. So that's going to be really solid on that. And then the same thing's going to happen here. We've just got a few more layers of rocks to get to the top. And then once we're there, we can start doing the slab in the front room area, and then slab it, and then tile it, and then we'll work on the floors. One thing we have in Australia is this stuff called ag line, and the idea is that it's just pipe with little holes in it that allows drainage behind, say, a retaining wall to go out the side, so that water doesn't build up behind the retaining wall. Now, we obviously don't have access to ag line here, but we're going to make our own type of ag line. So here's an example of what we're thinking, is we get a pipe and we cut little slits in it, and then we lay that in the ground, and then we cover it with this hessian bag. And what that does is the water can seep through the bag, but it won't allow any of the soil or the earth to go into the pipe. So the water can go in and it flows out the side. So pretty much what we do is we lay it down, ideally lay some gravel first, lay the pipe down, and then cover it with the hessian bag, or like wrap it with the hessian bag, and then layer some more gravel on top. And then that will allow all of that water to, instead of building up here, flow out the side.
Hello, it's Tuesday today and we've come to the house. We didn't go yesterday, so look at what they've done. So we're going to, what is it called? We're going to compact all this soil, and we're going to concrete on top of it. So it's going to come up until here, it's going to level with the floor. It's going to be beautiful.
What's happening over there?
So these are for the walls. This is the wall lining. Look, I got a white color because, you know, that way you don't have to work so much on painting and waste money on painting. So it's not that much more expensive. I think it's about 150 rupees more expensive per the plywood.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it's quite beautiful.
And the walls up to height?
Yes. The walls up to height as well.
Today is Wednesday, we're at the end of the week, and as you can see, both of the retaining wall all along here is finished, and obviously this one down here has been finished for a while. Now check out this big space that we have to work with. Like, it's massive, and there's plenty that we can do with it. Now, we're probably going to be doing this section here, the downstairs section, in a different series. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But in terms of this series that we're doing, the main thing is that this wall is up, which allows us to put a slab upstairs. So we're about to head up there and check that out, which will be really cool. But yeah, everything down here is pretty much done. For now, we're just going to be using it to, you know, store some materials for later. And then I'm just going to do a little makeshift toilet for now with an amazing view, which will be really cool. And follow me up here. Check this out. So we've put in the side steps already. They've gone in really quickly, so super impressed with that.
They're going to do the sides too. So this here, exposed here, they would put rocks here as well.
It's just to make sure that the neighbours' steps don't kind of start falling into our side. Here's the outlets for those ag pipes. So if there's water inside this retaining wall, that will kind of let that out and make sure that, you know, no sort of water buildup occurs, which can obviously cause, you know, deformations and, in the worst case, landslides. So that's really good that they're there. Top steps just going in, all still wet, so let's make sure we don't step on them. Little platform for the tanky is right here. So we've got a tanky up. These slats are going in. This is pretty much the last section of slats that need to go in. Besides, you know, like a little bit here and there that haven't gone in, but we will do that.
Okay, so here we have lots of leftover rocks, loom, for from downstairs. So what we're thinking is we'll just dig some dirt from the road there, under the steps there, and then we are going to do another retaining wall here. So we have a wider space. So we have a wider space in the balcony as well. Over here we might put a pergola, right? And yeah, have like lots of space, and also it's more secure because there's a huge public stairs up there, and I feel like if we put a retaining wall that would be much safer.
Yeah, it'll make sure these stairs stay where they're meant to be.
Yeah. So I think right now there's so many rocks underneath there, so they're going to use a machine and cut through those rocks.
Yeah, some sort of jackhammer or something.
Yeah,
That makes sense. All right, let's check out the inside of the house.
Okay.
So this is the top of the retaining wall that we just looked at underneath, and as you can see, we've backfilled all of this area ready for a concrete slab to go down. Now the trick is to make sure when we're doing the slab that we leave a little bit of a gap to match up with the floorboards, so when we do the tiles on top, it's going to be one continuous floor where we have floorboards on this side, tiles on this side. So yeah, that's going to be really exciting. This will be happening next week, so make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, because you definitely don't want to miss that. This floor is going to start to look really good when that happens. The other little update that we have is over here, we've got some glass in. So that way we've got pretty much this whole thing is going to be open, and all like this amazing view is going to be in sight. Windows are going in here and here. Now we've had a little bit of drama with the windows, haven't we, darling?
Yeah.
So the windows were meant to come today, but the delivery guy came with a big car crash, and so thankfully everyone was okay, and the windows and the door was okay. But it's going to be postponed for delivery, so we're going to see that on Friday. So unfortunately we won't be able to see those go in today, but next week we'll have those as well, which is exciting.
Talk about the walls.
Here we've got a bunch of plywood that's already been painted white, ready to go for us to whack up as these interior walls here. And that's just going to make this whole place look a lot cleaner. So obviously this is the original, and it looks pretty daggy, right? But it doesn't take much, or it doesn't cost much to put a bit of plywood on the inside to dramatically change the look and make it, 1,000 times better. So that's going to be cool to see. The windows go in, the walls go in. We're still making plans on the ceiling because the ceiling by its nature is tricky, and to figure out a solution for that is tricky. And then the other thing is the door. So we'll have the door coming in next week as well. So instead of having these two doors, we're going to have one door going up here to 7 foot because, I'm tall. I'm going to make sure I have the height. And then that's going to swing that away. So we'll have a nice big door to come in straight into this nice tiled area and then into the rest of the house. And we still have the hidden door if we ever need to, bring furniture and whatever in. I think that's it. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.